Hi, and we'll continue with session one at the moment. The thing that we look at first when you do any kind of plan is a theme. Okay, smiley face is still there. He's got one hair. We keep going. He'll get enough for a comb over. All right. So a theme. So I'll put a big question mark. Why and motivation. Okay. Now I have got a video on here where I looked at doing a dementia garden for a friend of mine who was a tremendous tutor. He taught me so much about gardening very early on, and it was heartbreaking to watch him. He had developed early onset dementia, and over a period of time, you could see how it took a lot of the knowledge and abilities from him. But he fought it, and the friends of the local garden club made him a garden, and he worked in it, and he carried on for a number of years before we lost him. God rest him. So you've got to have something that means something to me. You could have, you might want to do a herb garden if you like to cook. You could do a sensory garden. You may have a child in a special needs school, or you may wish to do something for an old people's home. I've had people do, a friend of mine did a garden for his local mosque. He did something as a faith garden so they got somewhere to pray. So it's got to be something that means something to you. This is the first design you're going to do, so it's got to mean something. Okay, it's very hard to get motivated to pick up a pen or whatever if you just it's just going through the motions. You've really got to get something. Now I've put together on the resources in session one a list of the different. There's some websites and some YouTube stuff to look at about the different themes you could have. Now think outside the box a bit. I know one of the ones I put on there was the poisoner's garden attic, because I liked something a bit different. I've known someone who did a yin and yang, and the white bit was healing plants, and the black bit which was plants which would properly stuff you over. So it really depends what you kind of looking at. So have a think about the people who are using it. I mean, it might be the fact that you just like colours. So I've known people who do particular colour themed gardens, or they will do gardens which I've had a night garden before, to do anything where you're going to be using the garden, get the purpose of it. So the thing to do, if you're doing it for someone else, get nosy, ask questions, see what works and see what doesn't. You need to look at what they want from a garden. It's no good just panic planting, because people will do panic plant. They get a lot of gear from a garden centre, bosh, oh, what am I going to do with it? So the thing to do is look at what you want to do. So it's very important to look at the different themes. So what I want you to do, your first task, is to put together a reasoning why you want to do this for. I've got, as I say, I've got templates you can use, and then you can send that to me. And if you can sell it to me, you will sell it to anybody. So it's important that you've got that kind of drive and that passion, because ultimately, if you are going to do more of them, that's your shop window. I've had, when I've done designs, like I said, I'm not a brilliant artist. It's just a prop. And very often it can be all pretty and all coloured in, but the person behind it hasn't got that about them. You know, I'm trying to put the gardening into the gardener, and that's what you're trying to do. So it's really important. So look at your theme, look at where you want to be with it, come up with a reasoning that you're happy with, and then send it to me, or share it to me so I can see what we need. And then, if, like I said, if you're passionate about it and it works, you might have a few, work them out, and then we'll look at it. And once you've got your idea and your theme, that's what you're going to be working on. All right. So get thinking, get your thinking caps on. And if you're not sure, give me a call or drop me a line or an email, and maybe I can chuck you in a different direction. Okay. Thank you very much.